In the past couple of COD games, there have been multiple endings. Today in this video, I'm going to cover how to get the best ending in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Welcome back to COD Central TV. Let's get into the video. How many endings are there in Black Ops Cold War? Black Ops Cold War has 3 endings. One is distinct and the 2 others are variations of the same scenario. Once the game ends, regardless of whichever ending you got, one more cutscene plays that recapture general progress over the course of the campaign, as well as the 2 optional side missions, Operation Chaos and Operation Red Circus. There's a good version of this cutscene assuming you finish both missions the right way, and a not so good one if you fail. It's a brief cutscene that has no bearing on the fate of the main characters or your choices prior. It only concerns those side missions. What choices actually affect the ending in Black Ops Cold War? From the very beginning, Black Ops Cold War strongly hints at your choices have consequences. This is clearly communicated in the dialogue choices every conversation offers, and in the different paths you could take in certain missions and so on. In fact, picking some over others could get you to miss out on crucial pieces of evidence that come into play in the side missions we mentioned. Most of these choices matter to an extent, but none of them have any bearing on the game's actual ending. The only choice that actually changes the ending is the one you make at the end of Identity Crisis. After going through that mind-bending mission, you'll be asked to make a choice. This is the only one that decides which ending you get.
He's really growing on me.
How to get the best ending in Black Ops Cold War. Now that we've cleared all that up, let's actually get to how you can get the best ending in Black Ops Cold War. The best ending is the one that doesn't betray the Black Ops canon. It's the one where your team wins, achieving the goal you set out to do at the start. After you finish the brain torture Adler puts you through, you'll wake up and realize the truth. Most of your memories have been implanted by Adler and co. In order to later activate you and extract your real memories from working with Perseus, which will help the team locate him and end the threat. Given the gravity of this news, the game gives you a choice. Do you tell Adler where Perseus is actually hiding, or lie and mislead him as payback for what he did to you? If you decide to tell Adler the truth, you automatically get the good ending after doing one last mission, the final countdown. You'll arrive at Solovetsky as planned and stop the nukes, though Perseus will escape. If you decide to mislead him, you're going to get the bad ending, or more accurately, one of the 2 bad endings. Picking the lie option unlocks the Ashes to Ashes mission, which sees you and the team arrive at Duga, an abandoned facility where you won't find Perseus nor get to foil his plan to nuke Europe. Remember the locked gate in your safe house? Well, if you manage to unlock the padlock, you'll be given a few seconds to radio call Perseus and allow him to set up an ambush for your team at Duga. This limited window will be available as you get off the operating table, so don't linger. Shortly after you arrive, the ambush will be triggered and Perseus will emerge, and this is where possibly the best mission objective in all of Call of Duty will trigger. Eliminate your former team. At that point, you'll get to kill them all then and there, except Adler, who gets injured and tries to hide in a nearby building. This is when you and Perseus will pursue and finish him and detonate the nukes. But what if you never unlock that safe house gate but still lied to Adler? Well, then you're getting the worst ending of all. You'll still arrive at the fake location you led your team to, but because you never managed to radio in Perseus, there won't be an ambush. Instead, Adler and the rest of the team will realize you played them and he will end you. The nukes will detonate anyway, but you won't get a triumphant meeting with Perseus or get your revenge on Adler and his team.
Becomes the mouse.
A word on following or ignoring Adler in Identity Crisis. Before we wrap up this guide, we should point out that the choices you made in the mind-bending Identity Crisis mission don't actually affect the ending. You could keep ignoring Adler and he'll play along up to a point, before you have no choice but to follow his commands as all paths will be blocked. So feel free to annoy him as much as possible by doing the exact opposite of what he tells you. This is actually the more interesting path to take through the mission, because it gets him to reveal more backstory and lore than most straightforward paths. That's it, folks. You're now mostly done with a single-player campaign of Black Ops Cold War. It's fun to go back and pick different dialogue options and make different choices, such as that one on the roof of a building to see what happens. There are even achievements or trophies tied to some of those, so it's worth starting another playthrough, especially if you're one of those completionists. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.